Hi there, welcome back to Torment, Tides of Numenera. And we are here in the Techno Temple, basically. We're looking for methods of robot procreation, because we want to help the guardsmen in the deep of Sega's Cliffs to get children. And we want to ask everyone here for ideas. We've started in the last episode with some interesting conversations with the sex-obsessed alien Snurf. And now we're going to ask Beliazar again. Elginto's notes, we gave him the notes, are spread across Beliazar's workbench. Individual images and words are circled, and smudges of ink decorate the young priest's thin cheekbones. Scanthor's fascinating. His conclusions are all wrong, of course, but the data... Hello, Beliazar says. His eyes glitter with cheerful exhaustion. What are you doing here now? What? He mutters, only half listening. Elginto's notes have clear command of his attention. Oh, he says finally, without looking at you. Part of the Order of Truth, I work here. Pages rustle beneath his hands. What do you do here? He begins and turns the page. His brow furrows with intense interest. Seen another creature with this marking before, he mutters. Biomechanical? No. Organic stone? Apparently forgotten you are here. What do you do here again? Study organisms, he says. Fascinated by a drawing of a metal threaded leaf in Elginto's notes. Biomechanical ones. Okay. You won't help us? Alright. This is the careerist. That also won't help us, and that is Snurf. We talked about him and the foreman, helping him to get children. And what I think we can do is examine the machine a bit here. Wrap your knuckles experimentally on the side of the machine. The sound reverberates through the hollow space within, echoing and echoing into audible eternity. We'll knock again. Sound bounces around the inside of the hollow machine like a rock falling down an infinite well. We'll leave it alone. And we'll look into the foreman's brood again, if we have something. I mean, Snurf can provide some assistance. I may be able to transfer the energy myself, but it won't be easy. And so we can examine that. That's the sarcophagus, that's the light. We'll ask Min again about the mechanical Numenera, but he doesn't know anything, so we'll risk it ourselves. We just need to do it. Salimeri won't be of help either, I guess. She's only there for the anechoic lazarette. So
go.
Let's risk it. I mean, it's not that we wouldn't want to help the foreman. It's rather than we want the challenge and provide the help.
On it.
I think we're getting out there exactly where the foreman is.
On it.
You have returned. What do you wish to discuss? We can persuade him not to have children, or to have another way to have children. But we find it so interesting that we want that. Attempt to bypass the foreman's mind and pass its life to its children. We could reach that with high certainty. Calastique could do it too. Tibia would be okay. We'll let Calastique manage that. Working blindly, you jam your hands in the to the foreman's body, ripping, realigning, and doing untold amounts of damage in your attempt to fulfill the construct's wishes. Eventually, you succeed. Cold energy pours through the air like blood from a wound, flooding into the motionless children. One by one, their tiny eyes flicker to life. One by one, the foreman's eyes go out. Its voice mesh rattles, as if it's going to speak. But it doesn't. It can't. The children watch the death of their parent with wide, glowing eyes. He'd want me to thank you, the old man Tarnish says hoarsely. But I ain't. You knew him all of 10 minutes. I've known him my entire life. I have. And you came and took him from me. Without a look at his master's children, Tarnish sets off into the dark. Some of the little constructs wander in circles, chirping to themselves. One of them is already making for the exit, and one is motionless, stillborn. We'll take the dead one and let the others go free. Maybe we can find a way to repair it. You carefully pick up the stillborn construct, cradling it. The rest of the foreman's children chase each other for a few moments longer before following the one heading for the exit. How lovely. I do hope no one steps on them. Aligon grunts. That was a good thing you did, kid. And Tibia has learned something. What should we give him? Some initiative, maybe? Some quick fingers? I don't know. I mean, we'll give him an edge in intellect as well. But we have enough intellectuals, right? Ability or skill? Or extra effort? I think an ability. Wait. Could feint. Could go for a better sucker punch. Issue a challenge. Skill with defense would be nice. I think the sucker punch, to have it improved, would be cool in the combat situations. So sucker punch definitely is a thing here. Someone has to do things like that. Let's go for the sucker punch. And there we go. Someone has to have the punch against the beings in the lazaret. So, let's see. What would be next? We should speak to the other foreman.
Let's go.
About the foreman. Oh, it's you, Master Foreman growls. The human that helped the Underforeman abandon its post. Little loss, I'd say. Not much impact on the schedule. But try to not kill any more of us. Okay, farewell. And artisan. Hello, the construct says. This is difficult to say, but thank you for helping Underforeman. I would have done the same if I could. It clears its throat. What can I do for you? Min of Tonliang from the Order of Truth says hello. Really, tell him he should visit more often, the construct pauses, even if he doesn't like the smell. The foreman's worker chuckles. I sense an in-joke, Tybia murmurs, smirking. Let's pass along the greetings and see where it takes us. Well, let's say farewell. The infested fathom is something we need. We need also to discover purpose. And we could go to the anechoic lazaret. The Peerless. Or we could be on the Builder's Trail. It's hard to say. I think we should try this. It could be hard. But we need to do it. We'll also look into these eyes again. Maybe we can see something there. Catch faint hints of movement at the heart of every spear in this towering obelisk. You lean in to take a closer look. Make an even ruder gesture at the structure. A rainbow-eyed woman rewards your gesture with one of her own. She jabs a finger at her knee, grinning at her own audacity. Okay. Nothing more unlocked here, so to say. We shall check back here with map up. Maybe we can tell him something new. He's deep in study, in the living map on his skin. He doesn't look up as you intrude, but you can feel a portion of his attention shift to you. You're back! I hope the world opened its wonders to you, or at least showed you something new. Nothing new for him. So let's go back up here. Go back to the Peerless infestation. What's going on? Why are you loading so slowly?
On it. Ready.
Oh, Atero, has he found her? Rin, hey! Rin, the boy shouts, throwing out his arms as if to hug her. You're safe, so she was the one. Rin steps back, looking him up and down. Hello, rude boy. We met outside of town, Rin tells you, mouth tight. We started arguing. He helped me, but then he left. She glares at him, like she's trying to knock him over. Right before that, woman stole me. His eyes widen. Slavers? Tell me they didn't. They did. I told you what would happen if you brought them to me, didn't I? Otero, but I didn't bring them. I told you I wouldn't do that. I was mad, but... He glares at her. I wouldn't. I didn't. Scan thoughts. She traded fair. I was just mad, but I left and forgot. Nothing more. Okay, so we know he's speaking the truth. We'll tell her. I think he's telling the truth, Rin. He doesn't seem the type to sell out a friend. Well, she eyes him distrustfully. I still don't know if I can trust him. He's a very rude boy. Otero stares at her, chewing his lip, clearly trying to work up the courage to talk to her, to convince her of something. Finally, with a wry twist of his mouth, he turns back at you. Look, he says, running a hand over his stubbled scalp. You hide it well, but I can tell you're new here. I ain't trying to offend you, but I don't like leaving folk new to Circus on their own. If you have questions about the city, or Circus Minor in particular, I'll answer them free of charge. His eyes steal to Rin again, almost too quick to notice. Of course, it looks like you already have a guide, he says, nodding at Calistige. Calistige. Scan thoughts, why is this freshie traveling with her? She scares the talk out of me. Hello, dear, your companion says politely before turning to you. Otero knows his city better than almost anyone, and it's quite unlike him to give anything away for free, let alone his terribly valuable advice. Do take him up on his offer. Nice of you to say, Otero says, eyeing you well. Perception? Perception, so we see something. His gaze flicks back to Calistique briefly, as if he expects her to lunge at any moment. So Calistique seems to be dangerous somehow. But not to us. I mean, we're immortal, right? I think we've talked to him extensively, but let's check if he can ask if he will tell us something more. Again. Can we sleep? The cult of the changing god, or tranquility's rest? Alright, Otero. So that's what we found out. And now let's go back.
All right.
Not back into time, but back to the reef. And the infestation.
In this world, then.
And what's going on here? Well, we'll see each other in the next episode. There's a thug. That's strange. Maybe there's more than one fight waiting. Have a good time until next time, and happy gaming.